Hello everyone and welcome back to Soma. Last time we entered a base filled with people whose minds had been blown. Literally. It's like, man, what a freak of nature. Go become a lawyer. Read that 500 pages a day lawyers usually have to read in like, just a couple of, like 30 minutes. Apply gel to dead mouse. They applied it to dead mouse? Alright, apply gel to a dead mouse. The gel caused the mouse to appear alive. It was put in the same habitat as living mouse. Reanimated mouse was apathetic, while the living one seemed stressed. After 15 minutes, reanimated mouse attacked and killed the living mouse. Half an hour later, reanimated mouse stopped moving. Corpse was solid as the gel had hardened within it. Reanimated another mouse with structure gel. This time it was done with uncalibrated gel as produced by E10. The results were impressive. Thing appears catatonic, but it's more of a sleepwalker. To avoid the hardening, as before, electromagnets are used to cause low electrical current within the animal. This has also provided us with the ability to somewhat control it. Yeah, I know. That's pretty rough. The structure gel remains unchanged on a fundamental level. It's still the same cross-linked gel with aligned graphene in a polyunsaturated matrix that was installed throughout Pathos 2 a few years ago. The problem is not the gel, it's the controller, the WoW. The gel has not taken on any new properties. The WoW simply uses it in ways that we would have never even dreamed of. It's trying to harden them so they can survive the pressures. Because the WoW is aware that eventually water is going to break into every part of Pathos and flood everything. So it's trying to harden everything to be able to survive pressures that the WoW itself is under, because I'm assuming that's in like Site Alpha or whatever that is. That's what I think is happening. Overwhelming evidence concludes that all deformed creatures, the fish, the sharks, and even the helpers, were manipulated by the WoW with structure gel. We have in some manner been exposed to charged gel and in turn stricken by cancerous growths that affect their whole being. It's difficult to ask why when talking about an AI, but it all started shortly after the comet killed the surface. I can't for sure say if it's bad code or a carefully programmed mercy killing. It looks like it's not going to make things easier for us to survive. Indeed. Though it would be kind of, I mean, yeah, people are suffering horribly right now. Okay, it spreads. Expands. Becomes. Alright, sounds good. Stationary phase, death phase. And ideals over there. What would be kind of interesting is what would happen if the WoW was just left to its own devices? Would it eventually conquer the planet, build solar panels all over the place, and essentially form what would be a Matryoshka, and like eventually form the star system into a Matryoshka brain? I mean, it would need more mass than is in the star system. Function. You mean in game? Yeah, basically. I bet you Yosuke Brain is just a Dyson sphere-sized supercomputer. So imagine it being able to imagine the WoW with a billion times.
I'll follow you back.
Excellent. Because there's like a... I suppose that the sleeper has awoken. Oh, yes. Breaking glass, startling people. Leg it!
Shut the door, Cat! Lock it up!
What's happening?
Lock the door!
It's locked! What's going on?
I managed to piss off another one of WoW's monsters.
We have everything we need, right?
Yeah. Let's get to work.
Alright, let's do this. Alright. Thank you, Herbert, for giving us a stump for us to stab this into.
This is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work.
Now we just need to jam this chip in there and... Alright, that was less dramatic than I thought. And it's ready for structure bukkake.
Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. Alright, try activating the suit from the terminal again.
I can't believe we're doing this.
You gotta batter that corpse up.
Then why don't we put you in the suit?
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You'd go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it. Change body.
Yes, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
What would it be like before? Close my eyes and then...
And then open them again.
All right. Let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
Man, Simon is just so clueless. He just does not realize what's going on. Okay, we can't interact with that, so that means...
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
You don't really need to understand it, just make them line up.
Oh. Got it.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please. Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
Well, with the most expensive camera in the world.
You know, Indian stock photos would steal their souls.
In this case, they'd be right.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
It's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting. What's gonna happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if he didn't need to wake up?
You'd do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
There. I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
What front door? Been good. Good luck. It can't go down. At least you can go check out the surface. That's what you want to do. How we can just make more clones of ourselves and repopulate the Earth with Simons. Maybe I opened this too early. There we go. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he doesn't have this, does he? So he can't get out. Poor Simon. Locked in this room for all eternity. Be funny if you could jump off, because you'd still probably die because the pressure would increase too quickly. I wonder how many people who have played this game figured it's just like, oh well, it probably down there, and then just jumped off. There we go. Hello, second viewer. Welcome back. Could we call ourselves a cyber necromancer?
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the climber, please.
sure thing.
Take a seat and we'll be off.
I think Catherine's upset with us.
It's dumb luck, right? Matter woke up in the right body. He's a redundant copy. He'll never experience my journey, the full journey. He wouldn't understand. How could he? I couldn't do it, and you knew it. You were right in trying to hide him from me. Only wish you'd done a better job. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron. I mean, there's nowhere to know, right? You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon. Christ. This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing. And you wouldn't mind? Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been? Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I can still feel how I had to, tuck my arms so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair and the sun was setting and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods. For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of awe? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted. There's nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Even if we make it to the Ark, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
You could make new friends. I'm sure everyone would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Catherine? Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Let's see what happened. Maybe there's some freaky bastard up here.
Hey, I know it's not much, but why have we stopped moving?
The power blacked out for a moment. Think it could be the atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Comforting.
It will hold.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than anything.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without the dreaming.
Yes, but generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing moment that never really seems to find closure.
Sounds kind of like a movie being edited live.
I suppose so. I guess it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me activated to the point of exhaustion.
It's rough.
Could be worse. Could be a time traveler stuck in a body made from black goo.
That'd be the worst.
did it! You did it! I will make preparations.
All right, structure gel man. Yeah, he's just like, hey man, what's up? Just crawls down the wall like he's a demon or something.
Oh, good, you're back.
Knocks us unconscious.
What happened?
Something dropped onto the cage. Knocks you right out.
It spoke to me.
Looked like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
It said it would make preparations. I don't like the sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was going to kill you for sure. Glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too. Looks like we're closing in on the ocean floor.
Good, not sure the climber can take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the abyssal plan used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach Tau.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the other you has been here. We're following in your old footsteps, Kat.
When I had footsteps,
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for Tau and find that Ark.
Here's the fun thing. So if you could, like, meet a clone of yourself, would you want to? I think me a clone of myself would be pretty interesting. We talk about stories, how stories are put together, all that good stuff. Then we'd eventually just kind of get bored of that and play video games together. Yep, this is the Abyss, alright. Sample collection. Physical checkups. Check. Now evacuation. Failed. Bringing the Ark to fly. Be like, alright, we're gonna make the best rating, like, team, the best rating static in FF14 ever. Our static will be as competent as we, well, are. And so, you know, we're like good at sort of what we do, but then completely mediocre in other ways.
Tau? Come in, Tau. Please answer, Tau. Nothing. It's dead.
Let's move out. We'll try the next one.
I remember Jim Butcher said something similar. He said if he could make clones of himself, one of his clones would be working out all the time, the other clone would be writing, and like all his other clones would just be playing video games. So, fun bit. What you would be hearing there is like these, what almost sounds like thunder. That would probably be little faults slipping between the continental. Well, they would. I'm pretty sure they would take shifts of playing video games and working out. As it turns out, if you don't work out a lot, you actually feel terrible. I'm a fat guy, I know this. And there have been times where I have gone and worked out a lot. Like I got up to 800 squats in a given day. That was pretty good. Feel good about that. Should probably get back to that. And yeah, it feels really good. I want to get up to 1,000. The thing is, when you do that much squats, do them in sets of 100, you know, up to how many you can do, and then just however many it takes to get up to 100, and then rest. Doesn't matter if you take a 30-minute break in between. It's fine. Just try to get and build up to it. Don't just be like, I'm gonna do 1,000. You know, And if it really starts to hurt or things start to feel wet, stop. It's okay. When you have frog legs, you'll be able to do them all. But, yeah, it's not too bad. I want to get up to 1,000, though. 1,000 squats is around 300 calories burned, by the way. Just to put that in perspective. You do 1,000 squats, and you burn, well, you do 900 squats, and you burn around 300 calories. I think it's like 288, something like that. So 1,000's probably around 300. Oh, yep, faulting activity. That's when I fixed it. That's what I figured it was. The oceanic plates are mostly basalt, if I remember correctly. So I'm not sure what would be causing that faulting there, but if there's faulting on continental plates, then there's probably tons of faulting on oceanic plates too. Okay, I remember somebody saying that there was like something that was mutating, so I'm... Oh. Oh, hello.
Jesus, did you see that? Stick to the lamplights, they won't go near them.
I can't, Valglasser. It's important I reach Omicron. Our future depends on it.
Calm down. Let's just follow the path.
If I die, I need you to tell Julia Dahl that the WoW is out of control. She needs to get to Sauron. He'll know what to do.
Ross, you can tell them yourself. We just need to pick up the pace, okay?
Glass! We lost the path! We need to go back!
I know where to go. Come on.
It's over there! The light is over there!
Final push, Ross. Almost there. We just...
That'll do it. There's something big out here. So if we move out of the light, we're gonna have problems. Blue leads to Tau, red leads to Climber. Alright then. Oh, hello, you monster. Leviathan of the deep. Yes, there were, like, winds, quote-unquote, on the bottom of the ocean. And also at all levels of the ocean. Currents. Okay. Inventory. Right. Sounds good. Mission. Observation 134. Grilled shark. 1.5 meters. Rare shark approaching the luminous lure. Circled around to eat the dried squid. Unlikely that it frequents this depth anomaly. Giant squid. 12 meters. Description. Mantle the size of a man. 170 to 200 centimeters. Estimated length of the whole thing is 10 to 12 meters. Frantic attack tore the marlin apart. As soon as we turned on the lights, quickly fled the area. Clearly another specimen affected by a leaking structure gel. Partially covered in scales and newly formed bone structure protruding through the mantle. 15 pieces of anema. Lol. Creature is disfigured by gel. The creatures disfigured by the gel are manic and will attack anything. It's still hard to determine how WoW has affected their behavior beyond the apparent aggression and affinity with light. The creature will hunt something particular, something not present in this ecosystem. It will hunt Mon. Well, we're not injured or damaged anyway, so we don't need the WoW's help right now. Let's switch on these lights instead of running off into the dark. We need to go to... Oh. We need to follow the blue lights. Perhaps we need to touch this to turn on the blue lights. Seem to be lights out there in the distance. There's this cable leading out there. It's like being in Antarctica during winter. Imagine the Thing. By the way, if you wanted to do that many squats, like 800,000 squats, you can do it. Just start and pace yourself. Yeah, great movie for its time. Okay, well, these things don't really care about light all that much, do they? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But that's one of the things that, like, I really feel for people for. Like, there are plenty of situations where okay, here's green ones. That's probably the big one. Yeah, that was the big one. There are plenty of situations, like there was somebody who commented on one of my YouTube videos about, I believe they had a neurological condition where they couldn't do a lot of things. And so they, I think it was a Star Sector video. Yeah. But you know, that actually makes this stuff kind of worth doing in a way. All I can hope is that you know we can find ways to help resolve those kinds of issues that are affecting people. If you want to see something really terrifying, look up Huntington's disease. That's always one I like to point out. It's like Parkinson's, but it starts at an early age. And it causes cells, I think, around the hippocampus to start dying of apoptosis pretty quickly. By the time people are 30, they're having problems. There was a video by Azeel, I think, on YouTube, VR chat guy, who showed Huntington's disease. He interviewed somebody who has it. He was talking about the cool stuff that we can do now. So Huntington's disease, you can, like, there's a bodysuit that they can get. Normally without the bodysuit, like, they'll start getting shakes, but they put the bodysuit on and it calms the body down to where they don't have as many. And so that can prolong them living on their own. There's also memory issues and a lot of other things. But yeah, those kinds of diseases of the mind, I would love to be able to resolve those. That would be great. Be able to kill those things. Yeah, I would love to be able to kill off those neurological diseases. Like if people are missing limbs or they have damaged limbs or something like that, I'd love to be able to get like bionics to the point to where they can, where that just doesn't really affect them. There's there was a video I saw actually recently. It had a company that made bionic arms, and there's a woman who was born without an arm, and they were able to give her a bionic arm that she could use, a bionic like lower arm and hand that she could use really, really well. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. The technology is on its way in a lot of ways. We just need... Oh, really? How did that go? I know it's a lot of math.
Tao, can you hear this? Anyone there?
This is Tao. Who is this?
This is Ian Peterson of Theta calling. I got a team with me, and we're about half a kilometer from Tao.
What? How did... You came in the climber?
Listen, we're having a really hard time with this sector. Heavy turbulence is making it difficult to move forward, and the wildlife you got is absolutely rabid.
The storm comes and goes. The instruments show the weather is relatively fair right now. You should move out as soon as possible. Stick to the lights. The critters should leave you alone.
All right, you heard the man. We're moving out, people. Tao, keep the doors unlocked. We're coming in.
Yeah, like with robotics, like some of that stuff is just absolutely amazing. What they've been doing. It really is just great. What we figured out how to do for some people. And I know that Musk is... I think he's doing human trials on his Neuralink thing. So that could work out pretty well. Okay, so we need to stay with this thing, or I have a feeling we just die. But, yeah. My dad is a retired geologist. And so I remember once I was thinking about doing something with the hard sciences. That requires like calculus 4. Like I struggle with just people who have any kind of dyslexia. They tend to have dyscalculia as well, to some degree. And I struggle with math like so hard. I'm just doing regular statistics right now, and that's like do the statistics homework for the week. Sweet. And then like go to sleep, or like then go to sleep for the rest of the day, basically. But I assume we're going the wrong way. Yeah. See, if you go the wrong way, it just auto kills you. Oh yeah, deep sea spiders. Deep sea crustaceans, technically. These guys are okay. If I remember correctly, these guys are like bottom feeders. Like they want absolutely nothing to do with you. Just like, by the way, real spiders. What? Real spiders want absolutely nothing to do with you. Outside of, like, a very, very, very few select types of spiders. Those do want something to do with you, and that's to bite you. There's like one in South America, I think? Yeah. That's like openly hostile to humans. So coming back around. Oh, there he is. Ah! Okay. It doesn't like going near lights, right? I have a feeling that means there's going to be an anglerfish enemy up here soon. Let's see. Well, that just looks like a human body. Welcome to Tau City. Alright, let's use the door opener and... I assume it will be incredibly I assume it will be incredibly fucked in here. Yeah, I remember I looked at doing a hard science for a while, and like, it's doing college algebra. That's algebra 2 plus, basically. It's slightly above algebra 2, but below pre-calculus. I think that was just too much. I'm taking...
Appear to be inside. Let's find the Ark.
I'm taking statistics right now. And that's borderline almost too much. Okay, suit status. Lost, Tau, lost. Okay, so someone made it here. Yoshida. Okay. Alright, hopefully we can find a way to heal ourselves relatively soon. Aha! Excellent. That's right. That sphinxter. That sphinxter. Sphincter? Except he goes like full on fist instead of making the duck bill first and he's just like, hello, how's it? Oh yeah. Alright, what do we got? We are here. There are a lot of potential hiding spots. I wonder if there are any hostiles down here. We will assume there are none until they show themselves. Hello, Astro Gamer. Welcome back. Oh no. Screw him, buddy. I wonder if he always knows where you are. Yep. He always knows where you are. Oh, it does? Well. Its eyes are open. Oh, there's the shark. That's fantastic. It is iterating. He just wants a hug, alright. Got the structure gel everywhere. Bruh. Yeah, I know, right? Whatever it is. Just imagine that you're playing VR chat, you know that somebody has nameplates off, So you just sneak up behind them, and then we have to stop it. You just watch them jump. Call yourself Ross or whatever his name is. That one's Ross. I know Akers was kind of crazy. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I was kind of right when I was saying that they look insectoid. It's turning people just into big crustaceans. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these people would all rather be dead.
Can't we do anything for him?
No, we're out of sedatives. If we had a gun, this would be the time to pull it out.
Did not expect it to end like this. Should have jumped the climber back to Omicron.
Without the Ark?
Forget about the Ark.
No, you don't get to say that. It's the only thing left of value, you know that.
Yeah.
Promise you won't leave it behind.
Well, I'll be dead one day. Then what?
We'll better keep it safe until then. Don't want the Wild to take it, swallow it whole.
I'm sorry, Catherine.
It's okay, Ian. Just let it out. Let it all out.
He's the lucky one, honestly. This already sounds disgusting. Almost like it's strophified him.
What the fuck did we do?
Hey, try not to think about it.
My whole life, I've been a good man. We messed up, Sarah.
There.
I should have launched. Taken the chance.
There's time. If Ashkin says we could try again, when things calm down.
You gotta do it, you know? You got to.
They didn't launch it. Catherine really wanted to launch it. And Catherine hasn't been in any of these. Yeah. Okay, Jasper Hill. Everything went well. All the crew scanned and banked in the Ark, loading the shuttle to Omicron, leaving as soon as possible. Ames and her crew welcomed us with open arms. Scans went well. We should have most of them. We found 5 surviving members at Tau. They have been stranded here for months without radio contact or proper food. We managed to scan them all, though I suspect their arrival will cause some trouble inside the Ark, as they feel abandoned by Omicron. I just hope everyone will be able to forgive each other. Fine. Ship went down. Couldn't launch. Going back to Tau. Figure it out. And that's sort of how shit goes most of the time. We do have to leave. This is indeed true. That thing is probably on its way.
There's nothing here. Move on, Soma.
Won't stop by now.
It will swallow everything.
You'll be alright, Ross. Figure it out.
Go away, Wow. Not letting you or your stupid pets inside.
That sounded like a person. That is probably... We climb inside of it? No. Okay, that didn't break, so we can still go back up. Cool, we don't need any of that anyway. What is that? I think it's just WoW juice. WoW juice. Sweet. Okay. Well, time to go up, I suppose. Dispatch. Cool. Yes, Ross? Oh. Alright, transmission. I assume all these are all unable to establish Omega, maybe? Well, they're all offline, so. Comes logs. Be an Omicron. They had calls. Nah. No. Okay, the infirmary's open. Then we have Ross Johan. Oh, okay, well, thanks. Okay, they're all ready. Omega Space Gun is ready. Access tunnels.